Hey, this is Jay with Simple City Trading, and I wanted to go over a couple of setups on the Dow and the Russell E-mini for Monday, October 7th. Excuse me. Risk disclosures. If this is the first time you're watching this video, I produced a video just recently that covers this technique in detail, and what I'm doing is just showing what the setups look like, in the video, and then in the review you can see how they look as they're setting up. And so that's what I'm going to go over right now. All right, this is the Dow E-mini, and right here, starting right here, is midnight. So I usually like to wait till after midnight to look at trades, and this is midnight New York time. And if you've seen that video, we're looking for color changes down here, and we're also looking for price to be, in this case we want, well, not that we want anything, but if price is above the white line, then we want to see closes on these charts happening above that white line. Alright, so in this case it is a bullish bias. Okay, and then right here you'll notice we have a blue bar, blue close, and then a blue bar. And so what I've done over here is marked off in time where that blue bar on the high time frame has come in, and that's right here. Okay, and what I want to see is, I know that I want to buy on my low time frame. I gotta wait until I come into my black box here. So that's what's happening here. And then once that happens, I'm gonna start looking for an opportunity to buy. And what I want to do is wait for this blue confirmation here, and I'm going to enter right on the open of this bar right there. And what does that look like? Here's the entry, here is the exit. So this trade from entry to the high ran 45 ticks, and then it starts to back off. And so where a technical exit would be about right there, because we're waiting for the red to come in right here. You'll notice the red bar right there, and we exit on the open of that bar. So 45 ticks down to about 10 is where the exit is there. All right, that's that trade. And then let's see, so we continue on here, we have that trade, and right here we go neutral. So you'll notice the red here and then red on this bar. So that's what this is marking here. The yellow line is just neutral, meaning that we're above the white line, but we have a confirmation closing down here. So we wait until we get the next blue opportunity, and that occurs right here in time. And so I have that marked on this chart over here. So there's the green line there where we want to be a buyer. So we wait until the white line down here is going to go into the black. Now I'm looking for a blue on the confirmation. So right there. is the entry, which would be the open of that bar, which is right there. And we would take that trade from here. It runs up about 49 ticks, trades back down right about to where we enter, goes into a bit of a range, and then right here I've marked up the chart actually goes neutral again right here, and you can see that right down here we went neutral, and that's what this yellow line is here. However, we're already in this trade, so I can manage this trade based on what's happening. So I can take this either a break even, I could have gotten out somewhere up here, or however your money management has you work in that position. Or what I like to do is set at least a minimum number of ticks that I want out of the trade. So for example, if I want, say, 20 ticks and I'm getting an exit signal here, I'm in the negative, or I'm break even. Or if I get an exit signal here, that's about 25 ticks. So just depending on how you're actually, no, that would have been here. So the idea is to be patient and let the trade go in your favor, and then use the signal to get out at a profit. And again, that's just a user option, but depending on how you manage this trade, you could have exited somewhere up here, and that's 100 ticks. It's pretty good trade. So that's that trade, and then we get another bullish signal here on this green line, which is represented right here. So I'm looking at this line and this line right there. That's what this is representing right here on the low time frame. So same deal, I'm just waiting for this white line to go down into the black zone. There it is. Now I just wait for a blue bar, and I get the entry right there. See, so we got black box. I know I want to buy from my high time frame. I go into the black box, wait for the confirmation, and there is my entry right there. And this trade goes from here. We run about 115 ticks before it turns around, and the exit would look something like that. So not bad. Pretty good, actually. So there's the first trade. Here is the second trade. Entry, high, low, and then an eventual exit, and then the entry here and exit. All right, that is the Dow. Let's look at one more chart. These are the two I like to trade. The other one is the Russell Mini. I'm going to have that right here. So here is beginning of the day on October 7th, right there. And then we're looking at our price is closing above the white line. And right here in time, I get a signal to have a bullish bias. And then I've marked that line right here on this chart. Actually, I think I need to back up here. Yeah, here we go. So that is this line right here in time. So same deal. I'm looking to buy, but I need my black box to come down in, or my white line to come down into the black box, and then I wait for a blue bar and I get that blue bar right here. So the entry is here. That goes for about 32 ticks, and the eventual exit would be about right there. Then we go neutral again, and you can see that from this chart here. We go neutral, nothing to do until we get right here in time. So we have a blue close, and then right here we want to start looking to be a buyer. And in time on this chart, that begins right here. So same deal, we wait to go into the lower black box. Right there, it's happening, it's starting. Now the only thing I'm looking for is that blue bar right there. There's the entry. And let's back this off. So right here, the open. This trade runs about 30 ticks, goes negative here, and then the high time frame is still bullish, has not turned. So depending on how you manage that trade, we go 30 ticks minus 64, and then begins to lift here, and an exit would be right there, depending on how you manage that trade. All right, let's keep going. Is there another setup here on this chart? Oh, we went neutral there. Okay, so this chart stayed bullish. So if there's another setup down here in the black box right there, you can take that one too. And that one right there starts on this blue confirmation, go into the black box. There's your entry right there. So that one goes about 80 ticks to a high, and then the exit would be right there on this red bar. All right, so that's the Russell. I'm a little new at this, recording videos, but I'll get better at it, and I just want to keep showing these setups. And you know, this is what it looks like. It's mechanical. There's you know, we're just looking at two time frames, high time frame, low time frame. High time frame gives us our direction. Low time frame is going to give us an entry. Again, you know, practice this on a demo account. This is not trading advice. This is just simply education to show you, you know, the setups that I use in my trading, and I like to be mechanical in my trading. It just really helps me to keep my inputs, you know, to the minimum, and keep things simple, and so I can stay clear-headed in my trading and my execution. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I will be producing more videos like this. Have a great day. Thank you.